Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. I'm Smoot, along with Chucks and Will, here to bring you our Backlash preview show, which begins tomorrow on a special Saturday night from Lyon, France. That's my attempt at a French impression there. Sorry. How you guys doing? How's it hanging?
Do we have to do the whole show with French accents?
Oh no!
Ah, that was a good one.
That
was better than your first one.
Well,
that was my delicious.
Well, I mean, I would pronounce it Lyon, France, but it's not. It's Lyon.
It's not Lyon.
Yeah,
it is Lyon. Yeah, even though there is a lion in the flag of Lyon. Look that up.
Yeah, like
True.
You just have to pronounce it with some, I guess, gravitas to it. I guess I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Lyon.
Uh-huh.
Lyon.
Lyon. Exactly.
Bonsoir.
Anyway.
You are what?
Je m'appelle Will.
I think Will's just
saying. You're
French.
not trying the accent at all there. You're just saying the words.
Yeah.
Well, no. This is all the French I can remember from school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're lucky.
À la piscine.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. À la piscine. That one does stick out. I don't remember a whole lot, but I do remember La Piscine and La Bibliothèque.
The bibliothèque?
I haven't once asked where the bibliothèque is.
I've never been to France, but if I do go, I know how to ask where the swimming pool is and where the library is. Anything else, I'm screwed.
The boulangerie. You know,
that one, yeah, the bakery. Yeah,
Je voudrais boulangerie.
The only French I know is
the pamplemousse.
The only French I know is French toast. French is yellow mustard. French horn. French dressing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way. Rene Dupree, yeah. With a possible cocaine addiction on the side. Remember that clip?
He did look rough in that photo that came out a while back.
No, did we ever? I don't know if we could show the clip, but like, remember I showed you two the clip of him and like whatever podcast he was doing over Zoom, and he's like, "Hold on a sec," and he just leans off to the camera, and it looks like he's just snorting up a line.
He leans over, but not quite far enough to be, like, it's kind of obvious what he's doing there.
And his co-host is just sitting there.
Yeah,
he's just sitting there with a smile on his face. He's like, "Yep, he's certainly doing some blow, I guess."
Yep.
He has to like ignore it or whatever. Anyway. How was your week? Did you watch anything?
I didn't even get to catch up on Dynasty. I'm that far behind.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to watch Collision, but apparently it was just last week's episode again.
Yeah, there was no... It's not coming back till May 11th. Because there's not one this Saturday. The one last week was filmed at Daly's Place in tandem with Rampage. Which I have a couple notes from, I think, somewhere. I'll have to pull that up.
I started watching it, and it was at Daly's Place again. Well, okay, they're still there. And then Swerve came out. Okay, they're doing this again then. Okay, it's doing another speech again. Something kind of familiar about this one. And then Cesaro came out. Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, they're pretty good match.
Kind of in that WWE loop for a while, where it really is the same show every week.
Yeah. I don't know. Rampage was okay last week when it was at Daly's Place, and then I tried to watch it this week because they had it bleed into from Dynamite. I was like, I can't watch this.
That was last week the one where they did the parking lot brawl?
Yes.
It's actually seeing that live. Well, it wasn't live, was it? You know what I mean? Yeah, that was okay. It was okay, actually. I think controversial point maybe, but I think AEW would be better for it if they did all their shows from Daily's place.
They did that during the pandemic, and like I don't know, there's something magical about that place.
There is. It seems to work for them, and they wouldn't have any of these pictures of half-empty arenas going around Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long can you do that before you start to lose interest? Because part of the touring is keeping it fresh for the audiences. I don't know. Can you get that Jacksonville audience every week to go there? When it was the pandemic, they were just putting the wrestlers in the crowd.
Yeah.
And now they would have to actually be,
that, and it would be like a huge, I don't know, step backwards, because then they would just be TNA 2.0 at that point.
Yeah.
If they're putting on a good enough show, though, I mean, NXT do it every week in the same place.
Yeah, but NXT...
developmental. They're not supposed to be the flagship show.
Yeah.
Well, no,
international pro wrestling organization.
But they did go from town to town, and then they just went back to Florida and just stayed there.
Did they still do the odd,
while they did.
the odd house show? Usually in the Florida area somewhere.
I guess.
Go outside of Florida. I don't know. I think
admitting defeat before it's time. They could do like Rampage out there every week.
Maybe Ring of Honor.
But they're supposed to just take that before that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Can they carry on the way they're going with the half-empty arenas?
I saw a photo. Somebody took a photo of the Canada show in Winnipeg, and it actually looked pretty healthily filled.
Yeah, they did well in Canada. Yeah, I remember seeing it myself.
I don't know. You gotta something with the product.
Just booking smaller arenas if that's going to be the
or a better
that's
product.
The thing as well. Yeah, yeah.
Either or.
Yeah, you could definitely book smaller arenas. I think I've seen a clip of TNA last week. They were in like a small theatre type. I don't know where it was. And it was packed and it looked great. It looked great on TV. And then, okay, obviously there's not as many people there, so it's not made as much money, but it's if you can fill out a smaller place, then why not?
Yeah, true. Collision was alright last week with that Beast Mortis character going against Rey Fenix.
Beast Mortis.
Yeah. He pretty much put a whooping on Rey Fenix, and then Rey Fenix somehow got the win. I was like, oh man, you fooled me into thinking this was an enhancement talent match, but I guess Beast Mortis hasn't officially signed on yet. Yeah, the parking lot brawl.
They should. I don't know about their name, but Black Taurus is very good. Very, very good. So, if they could sign him and get his actual name back, would be that'd be good.
Oh yeah, also they brought back the monitors here. I like how the one's like terribly white balanced more than the other two.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't quite make out if they're lined up though. They just have just enough darkness.
The logos aren't. The logos are really
you can tell. Yeah, you can tell by the logos. The middle one's like way higher than the other two.
Way higher.
Oh, that gimmick never dies. I had Bobby Cruz doing the ring announcing.
Speaking of gimmicks that never died, have you any more on AEW, or can we move on?
Wait, what?
Have you got any more on AEW, or can we move on?
We're getting there. Hold on.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Sorry,
That's accommodating.
I didn't jump ahead. That's all. Sorry.
Just hating on AEW.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, that I didn't mean that to sound like it did. I do apologize.
It's a gimmicks that never die. What have we done with AEW?
I've got something. Yeah, sorry, that didn't sound like it was supposed to.
Anyway.
Speaking of gimmicks that never die, Dave Meltzer said this thing this week. You know, I don't know.
I was
Start
watching.
on him.
I was watching back some like Dark Side of the Rings, and he still even does that during some of the interviews too.
When they
Yeah.
have all the time to edit it down.
Yeah. Anyway, let me breeze through this because apparently Will wants to move on. The parking lot brawl was pretty good.
See, I enjoyed this. But
all of a sudden you're back on the bandwagon now, Will. I see. Okay. All right.
Well, I'm gonna criticize it now anyway. I didn't like the way the weapons were just sort of obviously placed. Like they had this sheet of plywood over the top of the trunk.
Yeah, I pointed that out. Here, let me pull that up real quick. When they did the live shot, or quote unquote live shot of here, they're like, stay tuned later tonight, parking lot brawl, and right here in the in the shot is just like a piece of plywood on the truck.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I think you can't see it in the shot, but they had another board with some light tubes randomly attached to it. None of it made any sense. I mean, I get what it's there for. You know, it's a weapon, but you know,
if they were going to do that, if they were
believability.
going to do that, they should have had the extras or the people, the wrestlers back here, being shown setting it up for everybody. So that
You mean you don't have a light tube board in your house?
no,
I don't know.
Just lying around? You don't?
No, not at all.
You don't have boards with barbed wire stapled on them? No?
No, just no. Believe it or not, no.
Do you have like
in WWE when someone gets thrown about backstage and there's a random steel pipe somewhere to make it
There's
noise?
loads of pipes. But you know, that one actually isn't as weird as it sounds. That's just
No,
scaffolding.
it's not.
Yeah.
Like
They actually
staging,
probably do use that stuff, but it just so happens that it's always hanging around. The spare scaffolding is always where they have a brawl backstage.
I also like that there's just random like caution tape like right around here as well.
Oh yeah, you don't want people wandering into that
Hey, what's
circle
this?
of cars.
Oh, my TV studio here? What happened? Also, the other thing I want to point out is like they got a shot of the license plate here, and it's from a dealership called Beaver.
Nice. Beaver.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't zoom in any further than that apparently, but yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was I think that was the same dealership that sponsored them in like one of the previous parking lot brawls as well. And then after that, this is my thumbs down for the week, for the record. I don't have the music queued up, but it's basically Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, where Deonna does this weird maneuver of tying up Thunder in the ropes here. And then going back to what you said earlier, Chucks, about how it's just the same show every week on Dynamite. Not to give the plot away here, but on Dynamite,
Oh no.
they pretty much did the same thing. In Canada, no less. It was Serena Deeb and Mariah May.
That's
Just-
the nudo. They do that in Lucha. Apparently that one's legit.
Yeah.
And it looks so goofy that I can never believe it.
Yeah.
But apparently you do actually get stuck in that.
This one's a bit more believable than just Thunder Rosa just getting caught up in the ropes like that.
That one's terrible. Just move your leg a little bit.
Because like Purrazzo, all she did was like did a slide kick, and then all of a sudden Thunder Rosa became unstuck magically.
Popped out.
Yeah.
The arms are not stuck. That one, because your body weight is on it, and you can't get your arm out. You know, it's like when you wake up and you've been lying on your arm.
Right. Either way, that gets a thumbs down from me this week, an early thumbs down. Anything else? Dynamite, it was kind of meh. Brian Cage did this ring apron suplex to Claudio or Cesaro.
Oh, wow.
Shades of Cesaro as well, which I thought was pretty good. This is a great shot of the referee looking intently at that. I didn't even realize
He's
it.
getting a good look under there.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty wild. Like, way to pay homage to the guy that you're wrestling with. Yeah, Collision.
Did you see? I've seen a clip of the chair shot from in the women's match.
The chair shot in the women's match.
Did you see that?
Missed it. I must have
Yeah,
missed it.
Let me see if I can find it for you. I think it was it Sky Blue and.
I think so. Maybe.
Sky Blue challenged Willow, right?
Yeah. Oh, that might have been on Rampage, in which case I did not catch that.
Yeah, it wasn't. It would have been.
Okay, because like Omega cut a promo because they saved they saved his promo for the main event of the show and whatnot, and then Jack Perry came out, and then Okada came out, and they attacked him in his diverticulitis, and he was being carted out by a gurney into an ambulance, and then the Elite show up and they mess with him some more and all that, and then they cut to ringside, and Excalibur's like, we're now being joined by Matt Menard, and Matt Menard's like, there's children crying behind us, and then they go to the ring, and I was like, all right, I'm done with this show.
There we go.
That's when I turned it off.
Rampage. Yeah, it's not really great footage, but it's really hard to watch.
It's really hard to watch. Okay, let's see. Oh! I'm sure that really hurt her hands.
It was
that Lance Storm chair shot.
I think if I do it like this, here, hold on. I think I can get away with this. This is really I don't know. This is really bad.
I don't know if you can get away with showing this kind of violence here.
No,
oh no!
Look away now.
Bonk. That's really
damage to the wrist there, though.
That's really bad. Oh my god! I hope she's okay. Me too. Great top comments.
AEW, we're the best wrestler.
That's right. Oh, dude, it's getting hard to be an AEW fan. I hate to say it, but like, it's getting hard, man. I love the company and all that, but it is some weeks are harder than others, and like, I feel like I kind of want to pull up something. You know what? I'll save it for my thumbs up, but I have I'll save it for later. I'll have to double check something, but I'll save it for later. Let me see what else we got here. Dynamite last week, yada yada yada. Chris Jericho and Shibata in an FTW match where Jericho brought out hockey pucks instead of thumbtacks or glass or whatever. It was hockey pucks because they're in Canada. Samoa Joe facing Isaiah Cassidy. Oh, I'm sorry, no, Brother Zay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brother Zay.
Sorry. The moaning one, I should say. Oh, yeah, Adam Copeland in the Open Cope Challenge. Buddy Matthews was the one that responded to it. They do a cross-body, and then Buddy Matthews, quote-unquote, starts coughing up blood before they go to commercial. And, like, you know, I would be a little bit more concerned if his hand didn't have like maybe the crushed capsules or whatever in his fingers there, and then when they came back, he was fine. He wasn't. There was like no bloody residue, nothing. He was just, yeah, he's fine. He had to sell the stomach, obviously, but yeah, it was kind of weird. It was just, I don't know. Anywho, yeah, that was pretty much Dynamite. in a nutshell. And Collision, for whatever reason, taking the week off once again this weekend, and
Was it you?
it will return Mother's Day weekend next week on the 11th. So there you go. But yeah, there you have it. Now, what did you want to? Now, Will, what did you want to get to after that?
We'll get to it as we go into the shows. Really, do you want to do Raw first? So we do it in order.
Sure, we can do that.
So we had night 2 of the draft. Oh.
You all right?
About 4 people moved.
Yeah.
It was like SmackDown was last week. There was very little movement.
You think maybe they should just end the draft?
Yeah, I don't. But why? It's not as if someone forced them to do these things. Why are they doing them? They don't have to, just don't do a draft.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a couple of nice moments. Kind of found the actual list somewhere. WWE.com is an absolute disgrace.
Imperium stayed on Raw. CM Punk stayed on Raw. Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Judgment Day, New Day, Bronson Reed, all staying on Raw. Jade Cargill, Kevin Owens, Pride, Tiffany Stratton, Legado del Fantasma, Naomi, and Pretty Deadly are all staying on SmackDown. So, not a lot going on.
Imperium, they've split slightly. They've got rid of Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, but what happened there?
Last week before the draft, Ludwig basically turned on him and beat the living crap out of him after the match.
Why?
And Gunther just stood there laughing. So, I think that they're keeping Ludwig and Gunther together, and Giovanni's going off on his own by the looks of it. Because he's been drafted to SmackDown. The other 2 are going to be on Raw. They haven't really explained the situation there, but basically split them up.
That sucks. I was hoping we were out of that split people up for funsies era.
Yeah, for real.
I think
so the actual
they've
changes.
kind of been teasing it for a while. They've kind of been teasing them splitting up for a little while, so I think maybe it's just they've used this as an excuse, really. They're the only ones.
They've been teasing it. Have they just been losing matches or what?
Yeah, and they've been
actually happened.
A little bit of dissension between the 3 of them, and so I think they just used the draft as an excuse to do it, really.
So the actual moves, you can tell me if any of these are actually meaningful. They've thrown all of the groups over to Raw. Damage Control, Latino World Order, including Carlito, who apparently is also on the announcement, and the Final Testament, all gone to Raw. Is that anything?
Yeah. Not really.
Right.
No.
It does mean that Ray is now on the same show as Dom.
He is. He's now on the same show. Yeah, they mentioned that on Raw. So that could be interesting.
Yeah. Nakamura, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, and Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. So that's 2 women's tag teams. And obviously with Candice goes DIY, Johnny Gargano and Ciampa. They've all gone to SmackDown. They don't seem like top-level, meaningful guys to me.
No. Again, they've been teasing a little bit of tension last week when DIY lost the tag match. After the match, Johnny was shaking everyone's hand and Ciampa walked off in a huff. So
those 2 are best friends, right? And they've had a blood feud with each other. They've actually hated each other. Yeah. They've been, everything. And losing a tag match is what is going to break them up again.
That's what does it. Yeah.
Silly. So NXT call-ups: Ilya Dragunov, Lyra Valkyria, and Blair Davenport, and Dijak apparently.
He was done afterwards.
He's back.
Yeah, he was done on the supplemental draft.
The supplemental draft, yeah. New Catch Republic gone to Raw. Apollo Crews, Giovanni Vinci, Antigua Knox all gone to SmackDown.
One of the unexpected picks, because no one knew he was around, was Braun Strowman was drafted to Raw.
He was.
And then turned up later on the night, so he's actually back properly.
He's back.
He's back.
Okay.
To which this brought me to what I was mentioning about gimmicks not dying. If I can find my tweet from during the week, there we go. I've got it. So way back when was Strowman last the big thing? He talking a couple of years, aren't you, at least?
Probably during the pandemic.
He's been injured a while.
Yeah. But anyway, when he come back, the last time he come back and he was around for a while, they were calling he was called the Monster Among Men, wasn't he? That was this thing. And then when he come back, more recently, he was all of a sudden he was the monster of all monsters. They slightly changed it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of his, they do all the graphics these days with all the slogans on the big screen and everything. Don't know if you remember. I tried to find the tweet because we did mention this. I'm sure we did. Since he started doing the LED barricades, so not that long ago, but they haven't done that for too long, have they, really? His graphic, I'll just show you the tweet because you can throw it up.
Okay.
So on the Tron, which is obviously the biggest screen, it says monster of all monsters.
Oh boy. Yeah. I think we're going down this road before.
On the barricade, it says monsters. Of all monsters. Someone can't do English properly. They can have that sentence, but you know what I mean.
Okay. So here's what it says on the Tron. There we are.
Yeah.
On the barricade, monsters of all monsters.
Just copy and paste it; it'll be fine.
Yeah, they've literally copied the graphic over it.
Pretty much.
Anyway, let's see him back. He looks
fired for that.
It's been like that since he came back years ago, so I don't think anyone is, but still. Yeah, it was nice to see him back anyway. He looked good. I've always liked Strowman.
Yeah.
Always. He was terrible when he first started.
He was I was kind of a fan of his, and then he started bashing the indies. He's like, "We'll find a new job if you can't find something to pay the bills," and then he winds up like unemployed from the company. I'm like, "Oh, karma." So.
While we're on the subject of Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
We may have a celebrity listener or watcher or whatever they're called this week.
Is that right?
Oh.
Is it Braun Strowman? I'll feel a little bit bad.
It's not Braun Strowman, though. It is, however, possibly one of his colleagues. Don't know if you want to throw that up, because this happened during the week.
Let me see.
And you never know. He could be listening right now.
Oh, well, we can't see him, but we could.
Exactly.
we could hear from him. John Cena, for whatever reason, followed Will.
That was a bit weird. He follows everyone.
The real one?
Yeah, it's got the check mark.
Yeah, Will's got one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he is the real Will, but I don't know if he's the real WB.
Well, as someone pointed out this week to me, so I had a little fight with a guy from Leeds on Twitter this week.
Yeah.
And someone pointed out to me, "You pay for a blue tick, you freak." So,
I mean, they got a point.
They got a point, yeah. I can't really argue that.
You're not the only one.
That was because I don't know if it's made the news over this, but I don't know if you've seen the events surrounding the Co-op Live arena.
I have not.
No. Basically, there's a new arena opening up in Manchester, not too far from me, and Beans. And and it should have opened this week, and it didn't. It wasn't ready, and they had to cancel all kinds of different shows, including, and I quote, a concert with an American rapper known as A Boogie with the Hoodie. I'm not making that up.
A what now?
Exactly.
Yeah, run that by me again. What's
Yeah,
going on
you
with
have
the boogie
to-
with the hoodie?
Yeah.
You not seen this, Jux?
No. I
No,
don't think
where's
so.
it been? So there's this new arena called the Co-op Live. It's called, right? It's been
Okay, I'm
getting
with
built
you
for
so
the last
far.
couple
Oh,
of years.
boogie with the hoodie. There he is.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
It was due to open this week, and it for whatever reason it wasn't ready, and they had to cancel a load of shows. And then this, I think it was Sunday, just gone. There's an American rapper called A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Okay, that's where you lost
Making
me.
it up, it does exist.
No, that's he's
Good-
right.
good.
That's a thing.
What's his name? A Boogie with the Hoodie.
That's his name. A boogie with the hoodie.
And he was apparently about half an hour from going on stage when they cancelled his show as well. So, yeah.
So what's
Closed.
wrong with the arena then? If they had to cancel.
It's apparently the air conditioning fell from the ceiling.
What? What the hell?
Yeah, I know. So I just said, because I think that name is ridiculous, you know. I don't think anyone would agree with me who's not a fan of a Boogie with the Hoodie. I can't remember what I actually said. Actually, I don't know. I didn't word it. I said the place should be shut down for good for simply holding an event called the Boogie with the Hoodie.
It's not an event. It's a guy.
Well, I didn't know that at the time, but yeah. So it's then
his Wikipedia page
JD.
referred to him as A Boogie. That's his name, A Boogie.
A Boogie. Oh.
Yeah, a representative of the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office confirmed that A Boogie was arrested on December the 7th.
The best thing about the whole situation, though, because it's been big news over here. I know you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen any
You know,
news. No.
Don't know if you might be able to show this clip, because it's just on BBC's own feed. That name has been said by actual newsreaders, and it's just funny when someone says it in like proper newsreader voice.
I don't want to chance it, but hold on.
You'll get away with it.
American rapper, A Boogie with the Hoodie.
We can just play the audio. I mean, that sounds. All right, fair enough. I've never heard of Boogie with the Hoodie, but I'm also white, so.
Oh, you will now. He'll do the WrestleMania theme next year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably will, yeah.
Him and Jelly Roll or whatever. Who I've also never heard until he made his rounds in WWE and is apparently a hip hop rapper or something like that.
Just to expand on my Twitter feed then, because this is where this come from. After I said that, that's when the at JDLUFC20, there you go, I'm giving him a mention. He said, "You pay for a blue tick, you free." So then I said, "I've just been called a freak by a Leeds fan."
Oh,
got him.
And then he got me good here though. His last reply was, "You're nearly 40, you pay for a blue tick, and you scream over Logan Paul." And then he called me a gloit, which I didn't know.
Sheesh.
I had to Google what gloit was. Because
do that right now.
idea. Apparently it's
How do you
Leeds speak.
spell it?
Gloyt.
Whitey. Okay.
Yeah. The Urban Dictionary
Someone
says
who-
it's
Someone who doesn't understand basic conversation and is generally just annoying.
that's
A
it.
lubberly inactive fellow.
Lubberly.
All what it says. Lubberly.
So I had to reply
Okay,
to
so
someone just
gloit,
saying,
yeah, with an I here. There's an alternative
Oh.
word for idiot used in the south of England. Well, I'm in the south of England. I've never heard that.
yeah, there's the evidence.
Oh yeah,
Call me a
alternative
gloit.
word for idiot according to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to hold my hand up and say I didn't know
Fungicide.
what a gloit was, but fair play to him.
Oh, there you go. Most used in Yorkshire. Shut your gloit, you slag.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
so
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
legit.
it was an eventful week for me on Twitter. I was followed by John Cena and called a gloit.
You should always put those two things together so it sounds like Cena has called you a gloit.
I might change me Twitter bio.
Cena followed me on Cena, and yeah.
Is it
Change me bio. Actual gloit.
is it too soon for this?
Gloit.
For the thumbs up.
No. No, yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know what it meant, but when I looked into it, I thought, yeah, he's probably got a point. Yeah, I'm a gloit.
I think my thumbs up might be Will being called a gloit as well.
Alrighty.
I might start using it more often to insult people. Such a gloit. Anyway,
Should we
I've
move
stolen
on?
nearly 40 from your profile as well.
I just read my profile. I didn't think
Yeah.
he looked into any of my tweets.
No,
Then he
exactly.
did.
You're nearly 40. You're the president of South Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure is an actual thing.
No.
Why would it not be the president of the whole of Uzbekistan?
Well, exactly. That's why I'm a compulsive liar.
A compulsive liar. Not even a multimedia producer anymore.
No. Yeah, I don't think he bothered reading any of my tweets, otherwise he would have had some serious ammo then. But, no. Anyway, I'm a gloit.
And you didn't know it.
I got a t-shirt made. So then jumping ahead to SmackDown. I believe SmackDown is on in the States right now.
Yes.
However, as we are in a time warp, we are in the future. And because it was in France, basically. It was aired over here about 5-6 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I watched it live, and it was quite a good show. The French, I don't just call them the Francians. I don't know if it made any sense at all.
The
French
Francians.
people, the Francians. They were seriously loud. Yeah, everything. They cheered for everything, and they were. It's going to be some show tomorrow if they're like that tomorrow.
They were thoroughly sports entertained.
They were singing along with theme songs. I'd never heard Randy Orton's theme song sung before, but yeah, that was interesting. They were shouting weird French things I couldn't quite understand. Kevin Owens was speaking French to them because he does speak fluent French.
He does speak French, yeah.
He's not.
It's a different
French,
kind of French.
Yeah, they understood him. I think that's all that matters.
Yeah. People
Yeah,
generally just appreciate the effort.
True. Yeah.
Go somewhere else and give them a couple of lines. Very
Can we get away with a clip, Smoot?
Of what exactly?
From not an official clip, some fan cam footage.
We might be able to get away with it then. We'll see.
It'll be fine.
It's just
the real show hasn't aired yet, so we've actually got the exclusive.
It was this was actually on the real show. It was the dark match. Jey Uso was in the dark match, and just look at them. Just look at how they're just nuts. They're packed.
Wow.
I mean,
Well, Let me do what I did before. Hold on. Well, I'm kind of just playing it at this point, yeah. Alright, yeah, it's kind of like a healthy crowd here. Yeah.
They did a funky setup, but the stage was off to the corner as well. It was like the Rumble setup they've done a few times.
Got you with like a bend or a curve.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All
that for Jey Uso.
For
Main event, Jey.
Well, there was talk. I don't know if you remember. Was it last year or the year before? They did a house show in Lyon or whatever it is, and it was all over Twitter that Baron Corbin got a hell of a reaction.
Really?
Remember, it was really over. He was so everyone just loved him.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, I don't know, but apparently it did happen.
Don't believe it.
And then he was actually drafted to SmackDown in the draft last week from NXT. So there's some talk. Are they gonna? He wasn't on the show last night. Sorry, spoilers. He wasn't on the show tonight. Could he turn up tomorrow at Backlash for something? Because the French seem to love him for some reason.
Who, Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
They love anybody, it seems like. If they're giving that big of a response to Jey Uso,
yeah, they were.
they'll cheer right for anybody.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They kept it. They were every time there was a 2 count. Apparently, the French commentator, the official WWE commentator, he says some sort of you got a catchphrase when there's a 2 count. I couldn't quite make out what, but I looked it up on Twitter afterwards. But every time there was a 2 count, they were all shouting it. It was obviously French, so I couldn't understand it. But yeah, no, if you're not going to watch SmackDown, you'll see them tomorrow. They were seriously
they're
up
gonna
for
go
it.
nuts, yeah. And yet Nick Khan.
Apparently, it was Seth Jones SmackDown tonight. We've got to keep our eye on WWE socials tomorrow. Because there's going to be a WrestleMania announcement. So they're going to finally announce.
It's staying in America.
I will be. I
Dare not go to Germany.
Oh God, no, imagine. I think the front runner is Vegas at the minute, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Seems to be where it's heading.
I don't know why Minneapolis thought they were in the running. I mean, that was
Isn't it very cold there as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have they got any announced yet? 51? No.
No.
No, nothing's announced at all. No.
Usually they have them a couple of years in advance, don't they?
They're late with this one because normally they announce it before that year's Mania.
Well before, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they haven't announced this one.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Okay.
Apparently Triple H said something on a conference call the other day that it's going to be in very soon, and then they said tonight on SmackDown. They've not said it's going to be the location, but it makes sense to be the location. What else could they announce about Mania? It's happening.
Why WWE has moved away from Minneapolis?
I think a lot of people are thinking maybe we get Mania in, is it the Allegiant Stadium? They did SummerSlam there last year. And then there's some talk maybe they do Raw and SmackDown in the Sphere.
The Las Vegas Sphere. It'll be
Is that set up for wrestling though? It's like a stage at one side, isn't it?
Yeah, they'd have to. It'll be a bit different setup to normal, but
yeah, really
sure
weird
pull it off.
It'd be like the Thunderdome all over again.
It would be. Yeah. Well, maybe they do like the Hall of Fame or something there. Because they've got to use it somehow, haven't they? They can't just.
I think they should just have the eye on the inside. That'd be great, man.
There's actually someone done the creator arenas for the game. someone did a mod for the Sphere.
Really?
Trying to find a quick shot of it. It looked really good, but yeah.
Yeah, this is what it kind of looks like on the inside, by the way. So
yeah, so I'm not sure where you'd put the ring there.
You'd have it
How that would work.
Yeah, a bit like Daly's place in a way, isn't it?
yeah, kind of. They can make it work.
Yeah.
They can make it work. There you go. You got an emoji on it.
I like it when they did the F1, they had Formula 1 last year. They didn't do it again this year. And they had the track goes right around the outside of that sphere, and they had the sphere as a massive helmet. Which looked really good actually when the cars were going around it.
Speaking of massive helmets, Dave Meltzer said that. No, all right. Well, that's where you're going with that.
I thought that was quite good. Hold on. Can't find this sphere arena at the moment, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they do it, if they do it. So yeah, so that brings us nicely to Backlash in France. The Backlash.
The Backlash. Backlash France. Not just any old Backlash. Le Backlash.
No. The Backlash.
What's Backlash in French?
I imagine.
I will find out.
Le Backlash.
Yeah, you got the translation up here. So.
It is contre-coup.
Yeah.
I think Backlash is just easier to say.
Contre-coup. 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 Coup. I guess it'd be coup, no P, right? Contre-coup.
Yeah, there we go.
En France.
Don't see if to wear this.
Backlash predictions.
That was English. Hang on.
Guess you're a Shabata over here.
There you go.
Prédiction de réaction négative.
Yeah.
That was too quiet. Do that one again.
Just take it. Hang on. Get right behind me, Mike. Wait a minute.
Prédiction de réaction négative.
Yeah, there you go. I got prediction. I think I know what that means.
Prediction, the reaction, the negative. Negative. What's it saying?
Negative.
Negative. Accent on it.
All
Say
right.
Backlash was.
Contre-coup.
Yeah, give me that.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm trying to figure out language here, Smoot.
Figure out language.
Yeah. Go on.
Go on then. Translate gloit to what they French for gloit.
Oh, that was sorry. Before we actually start, just going back very quickly back to SmackDown. For some reason, they thought it was a good idea. I did actually tweet this. Let me tweet. They for some reason thought it was a good idea to remind us throughout the whole show where they were.
Yeah?
I don't know if you can throw that up, Smooth. That's a screenshot of
Vriller.
SmackDown.
Vriller.
You're translating from Western Frisian,
What?
which apparently is a word in Western Frisian.
Gloire.
Glot.
Gloire.
That was just the same.
Anyway, what am I doing?
What's that Dutch? I think it's Frisian.
Yeah, they thought we needed to know where they were.
Oh,
Oh, Lyon.
how about it? In case you wanted to know where SmackDown's from. It's like up there with like when they show backstage talent, they have to have the name on the screen like at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
They don't want you getting the wrong idea that this is just some regular SmackDown from some standard American city.
Dumpy Corpus Christi, Texas, or something like that. You know?
Yeah. In the shadow of New
like
York.
that you can see in that shot. It was a little bit old school. Because there was no LED barricades, there was no LED posts.
Yeah. That's a good
LED ring posts though. They kept those.
Oh no, that's the old school ring post. Just with a
is it? That's just the ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. LED ring post didn't make the trip. Damn.
No. I can remember America. You know what it felt like actually watching it live? I don't know because it was the time of day. You know, obviously it was still daylight here. It felt a little bit like watching. Do you remember the old Insurrection Rebellion pay-per-views that we used to get on?
I do remember those. Yeah.
Box office. It was a little bit.
Yeah.
It was around the same time of day that they were on. You know, a bit of a feeling of that about it. Not a lot happened, which tends to happen in them shows.
I remember a main event of Edge in 2002. So this is fresh off his Kurt Angle feud, challenging both Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in a handicap match for the WWE title.
We did a fatal four-way one, so like Austin, Rock, Angle, Triple H or something.
I think that was one of the first ones when they were trying to make it a thing, and it ended up just being a house show.
Oh yeah, definitely. That we paid £20 for to watch on box office.
They paid £20 for as if it was a real pay-per-view.
Anyway. After this wait time.
Insurrection and Rebellion. So
just 5 matches for the French people.
Just 5. This is going to be like a crown jewel or something. I reckon this is going to be over within 3 hours. This is going to be a nothing show.
Just interview.
Sank. Ugh. Why are you counting in French?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
This is like
French correspondent French lesson. What language do you learn over there? Did you not learn French, or is it Spanish, I guess?
It's English, sarcasm, and profanity that I learned.
Sarcasm? They do not teach sarcasm in the US.
You're right, they don't. That's an old Jerry Lawler joke.
God, the number of amazing jokes I've made on the interwebs over the years, and then Americans are showing and go, well, actually, no, that's not. That's just, it doesn't make sense what you just said there. I know, that was a joke. Sigh. Right. 5 matches, this won't take long. Randy Orton. What's Randy Orton in French? La vie.
All day, all temps.
All day, all temps.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. What's the Viper must be... I'm guessing it's La Viper.
La Vipère.
Hey! You got it!
Okay, La Vipère. La Vipère and Kevin Owens, who actually does speak French, he should have a French name, taking on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, the new bloodline. So,
they had, on the SmackDown tonight, they had a segment, it was the KO show, because Orton was on it, it was the RKO show.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa et Tama Tonga.
About it. I like it.
How
about Bloodline? Bloodline's probably got a French word.
Lignée.
Lignée.
What's Tribal Chief?
God.
He's not there.
Oh no, he's not.
Chef de tribu.
It's a chef.
Chef de tribu.
The chef, the tribal chef. The tribal chef doesn't sit at the head of the table.
He might.
Final boss.
Final boss.
He's Gordon Ramsay and he's sneaking into a restaurant to...
Boss final.
Boss final.
Boss final.
What's that?
What?
What's
We want-
what?
What's what?
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Oh, fuck.
Merde ça.
There you
I
go.
don't think that's true.
No.
Ah,
Fuck your story.
shit,
Fuck that.
dog. What's
Shit, dog.
Chien. No, I can work. It would be.
Merde ton histoire.
Chien dog would be chien de merdet or something like. Was that?
What do you want me to put?
Shithead dog.
Shithead dog.
Chien à tête de merde.
Yes, close enough. I'm taking it.
Was it?
Anyway.
Okay. So that one, the RKO team and the Bloodline team, the new Bloodline, the new look.
Okay.
RKO. That's what it'll be when she reads that out. RKO.
RKO.
Ow!
Somebody heard her. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Bloodline.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Tamatonga's debut, isn't it?
Team RKO.
Team RKO.
Team RKO, damn.
I think I'm also gonna go with
RKO.
RKO over here as well.
I thought that was the easiest one, Bloodline winning that. So either I'm really wrong or you guys are.
I probably am.
I guess we'll find out. That's the beauty of the game, I guess.
One of us is.
One of us, maybe two of us. I guess we'll see what Beans thinks. Women's tag titles are on the line. Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, are defending against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Storm's coming.
Storm is coming.
That's the thing.
J'ai de voiture. No, not car. That's just car. Cargill.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with
Bianca Belair et Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill. Everything's classy in French.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
think we're getting new tag champions.
Also going to go with the baddies. And it's kind of nice to have at least one title change on first for every. Because I don't think any of the others change. Women's World Title, Bayley, new champion, defending against both Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. Is it Tiffy time?
God no.
Oh, okay.
Bailey just won it. She's got to retain it.
Yeah, what's that?
Therefore, I'm going for.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Billy.
Bayley.
Bayley.
Bailey.
Pele.
They were doing the on SmackDown. They were singing the "Hey Bailey" song
Oh yeah,
that they usually over here.
we did that 10 years ago.
They did.
And it's stuck.
It always reminds me of the first NXT. They did an NXT show in Blackpool years ago.
That was
And,
right around Christmas 2013. I remember that one. That was when
Yeah.
we
and-
did that tune.
Me and Beans went. I met Beans there,
That's true.
and it was just a hell of an atmosphere. And they sang that for about 20 minutes. Great.
Yeah. And then she said, "Yeah, I'll be your girl," and everyone went, "Yay!" Oh, good times. What was your prediction, Will? Are you going with Bailey as well?
Billy.
Billy. Okay, well, we are already at the world title matches. Let's go with World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest defending against main event, or maybe second from main, Jey Uso.
Who you got?
Yeah. Jay's not winning.
No, I've got Damien Prêtre.
Okay.
Why they still having French? Could do a French show.
You going with Damien as well, Chucks?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I think I'm going for...
What about you?
Damien Prêtre.
You heard her. Damien Brett.
Alright, and then another newly crowned champion who I don't think is going to lose just quite yet. Cody Rhodes, undisputed. I mean, he's going on right after the other World Heavyweight I don't know how they can still call this undisputed. The WWE Champion Cody Rhodes defending against AJ Styles will be a good match, I'm sure. But I think Cody retains.
Usually the stat that came out, well, it wasn't a stat, it was more of a fact. AJ and Cody have never had a one-on-one match.
I believe
But AJ has wrestled Dusty.
that.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Which is kind of weird, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they mentioned TNA.
I guess. Huh.
Dusty must have been ancient even then.
It got brought up actually on SmackDown. He never mentioned TNA, but he said he had a match with his dad. Yeah, yeah, it's gotta be Cody, isn't it?
I would imagine so.
What's American Nightmare in French? I bet yeah, I'm gonna make a prediction right now. I bet you someone's got a sign with American Nightmare in French on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
They said they've never had a one-on-one match together. It looks like they've had no matches together at all, not even like a rumble or something. There's just no record
Really?
of AJ and Cody in the ring.
The American Nightmare, Smith. What's that in French?
Le cauchemar américain.
Le cauchemar américain. Is that who you're going for, Chuck?
Not only did AJ have a match with Dusty, he had 3 matches with Dusty.
Did he?
You will be interested to hear. Back in 2003, on 3 consecutive of, when they used to do the weekly pay-per-views, back when they were really new. Weekly pay-per-view 63, 64, 65. AJ went to a draw with Dusty Rhodes in a bunkhouse match. The next week, God damn it, Dusty Rhodes and Jeff Jarrett beat AJ Styles and Vince Russo. And then this little storyline finished with AJ beating Dusty in an NWA World Heavyweight title match. So imagine that.
Huh?
Dusty and AJ, Jeff Jarrett, and Vince Russo.
Cody,
for everyone?
go, Cody. Yeah.
It looks like we all agree, pretty much. Has Beans done his predictions yet?
No, I did ask him, but he's not listening to me.
Sorry, you can't see the screen, but I was adding a first time ever to the.
First time ever.
There you go. And you're going for Cody Rhodes as well, Chuck. Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Those are the predictions.
Not for any points or anything like that, but just as a bit of fun. Apparently, according to the Twitters, a certain Mr. My new best mate, John Cena, is being seen in Lyon.
I don't believe that.
Someone
John
took a photo with
Cena.
him, apparently he's
John
there.
Cena.
And also, apparently, again, Charlotte Flair is there as well. Do either of them make an appearance? Does John Cena turn up and say,
Charlotte
Leon,
Flair.
to get WrestleMania like he did at London?
Charlotte Flair.
No. He better not, because he did R1 and said, and well, he didn't announce that it was happening. He just said it should happen, and I'm going to be having words with some people. So he should show up to this one and say, "Good news, Leon. I've finally got the London one going. So now I'll be back next year in like Rome or something, and that's when I'll announce WrestleMania Lyon. But for now, WrestleMania London's happening."
Fuck that!
Rock comes out and interrupts him and says that.
Yeah. Le boss final. It shouldn't be London anyway. Fuck that. Do WrestleMania in
Liverpool.
You'd say like up north, wouldn't you? In Liverpool.
Anfield.
Do it at Anfield. Oh my god.
WrestleMania Liverpool. You can use the lava bird as the logo, like you do these days.
I don't know what it is. What's this Liverpool?
No, they wouldn't.
Can't do it, Cardiff.
Vince, isn't there? Good job, Vince is truly going. This.
WrestleMania Liverpool.
Some kind of disease. Goddamn, pal. Anyway, should we get to the thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah, we can do.
Yes, I haven't really seen much this week though. Don't have much to judge on.
Well, we kind of already partially filled this out. I guess in the interest of time. My thumbs up, believe it or not, I can't believe we're doing this, but it's going to Kevin Nash and his rightful critique on the Tony Khan Elite angle. On his podcast, he said, "What are you doing to take a padded microphone and just drive to the point where it didn't even make a thunk sound from the audio? It's so bad.
Really bad.
I just don't see what it does. Unless Tony comes back and fires the executive vice presidents for attacking him. He got rid of Punk. You can't have a storyline. A couple weeks earlier, they showed the Punk-Perry altercation, which was nothing. That was enough to get rid of Punk. So they show that. It was a really bad call. Then you tangle the Bucks into that, their psychology being that they couldn't win at Wembley because they were so upset over this display of just absolute barbaric violence backstage before the match, to turn around and have Perry come back in, who was part of the vicious beatdown from CM Punk, and to have him attack the owner in the ring with a padded microphone. I mean, I haven't seen somebody go down that hard since Oswald. Then you have the Bucks come down and do the incredible pile driver. He couldn't have been, if he was a skin tag on the fucking Young Buck, he would be less attached. It was unbelievable. At what point does this become, why would you do this? Because you were just saying how upset you were over the Punk doing this. Now the only thing that Tony has is he has to fire them all. Where are they going? Man has a point.
Well, the man does have a point. There's some good critiques in there.
Yeah, and this week on Dynamite, the Bucks said that Tony can't fire them because they have an owner's clause or something like that. or a founder's clause in the company with an ironclad.
They said, yeah, there's a founder's clause. They said they have ironclad contracts.
Yeah, and Kenny Omega kind of used that against him as well in his promos. Like, you can't fire me because I have that same clause as well. So,
it's Big Show gets there, and now everyone's got ironclad contracts.
No more BS. No more BS. Gotta love it.
Yes. I think that was going to be the best thing I have as a thumbs up so far, was the reference to the ironclad contract. My thumbs down was also going to be that opening, the Tony Khan's follow-up opening to Dynamite, because I've only seen about half an hour of it, so, you know, that's the worst thing on it. That man has such little charisma.
Wait, hold on. What do you have?
Insane.
What's your thumbs down?
As a thumbs down, Tony Khan.
Oh, okay.
His announcement that he was in wherever he was, in Jacksonville, because he couldn't fly out. And
He had 3 laptops, by the way.
I can't imagine anyone delivering such a flat promo. Like, he's been around wrestling for long enough. He was like Linda McMahon. He was robotic. It's so awkward the way he like reads the auto cue like he's never seen words before. How can you be such a wrestling fan for so long and be in the business now for 5 years around some really great promo guys and pick up nothing?
Because he's never had an outlet to practice with.
He
But I agree with you.
What? Man, he's got so much money. He made himself a wrestling company.
Yeah.
Of course he's got an outlet. He's got more of an outlet than just about anyone in the world.
Well, he has that now, and everybody's seeing how bad he is on the mic.
How long does it take to get passable on the... Like, he's never going to be that great. He's not going to be CM Punk or Bray Wyatt or whatever. He's not going to be, he's not going to have the natural charisma, whatever. He surely could deliver a line without it looking like he's just reading a cue card.
Yeah.
I would thought.
I mean, maybe needs like extended help. I don't know. It's like,
well, and he could have it. He could say, "Hi, Samoa Joe, you're a really good promo guy. I want to sit down with you 1 hour a week, and you can just tell me what I'm doing wrong." Couldn't he?
Maybe. I mean, theoretically, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you on that. Like, he doesn't have it. And we saw that one promo when they were switching from whatever it was, Collision to Ring of Honor or something like that, and he was trying to entertain the crowd and all that. And, yeah, I don't know. You either have it or you don't, and if you don't have it, you gotta work up to it. And...
Right. It would just be nice if he did ever work a little bit at it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I didn't quite see the opening, but they were doing the whole like live via satellite, and then the hacked signal and whatnot, and I was like, oh, this is very hokey.
Right, that's the other bit of the thumbs down. That hacked signal thing, that's not how signals work. I don't know if that's how it worked 100 years ago. If you cut a feed off, it just goes. It doesn't cut in and out a little bit with weird graphics popping up.
Yeah.
It just cuts off. You hit the body button and it ends.
Shout out. That's how it should work. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Because like anybody who has like a sense in like knowledge and technology would just be like, that's not how that works. You know?
Anyone who's ever watched TV.
That too, yeah.
How many times have you seen a TV show end and 1 star? Or when you watch enough TV and something does go a little bit wrong and it just freezes for a while, or you go to a blank screen, or something, you don't get that staticky, like, weird colours coming up from them.
Right, this isn't
so
like the 90s.
They've hijacked the feed and they've edited in some, like, After Effects little graphics.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No, I'm with you 100% on that. Will, what do you have besides Jeff Jarrett?
That terrible chair shot in the women's match.
Oh. Sky Blues.
Would you prefer to see unprotected headshots than that?
I would, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I would too. There's going to be a clip of that. I know Lance Storm has done some really soft ones because he just doesn't believe in headshots. Was it Sting that did like the little tonk?
Maybe.
Didn't Hogan do one as well years
Sting
ago?
has done some pretty bad ones.
Probably. There's one. Was it the? It might have been Dynamite this week, but I saw another one that was kind of like.
No, here we go. This is the one.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
You'll definitely be able to watch this one. This is fine.
Okay.
That's the Hogan one, yeah. I was thinking of that
Yeah, Hogan one.
one. That's terrible. It needs someone going.
Terrible.
Terrible.
He's got a chair.
Oh shit. He's got a chair. Hold on.
That's the one.
Let's see if I can quickly play it. He's got a chair. Bonk. Oh man. And then yeah, Tony Schiavone afterwards is like, what? I remember that. Let me see if I can pull it down because there was another one that was kind of. There was one, I can't remember who did it to who, but somebody got up on the ring apron and whoever had the chair kind of gently went at him with it. It was like, I think to a security guard. It might have been near the end of the show. Yeah, FTR was like the only duo, by the way, to help out Kenny Omega. Oh, can I just say, probably another thumbs down for me would be, yeah, I think it was right here, actually. I don't like the, basically reincarnating the WCW NWO angle here between AEW and the Elite.
Ah, yeah, I didn't see this bit.
Yeah, this kind of got weird because, like, again, they had to keep going. They went, like, 5 minutes over. And it was like, hey, welcome to Rampage and whatnot. And so they hit him in the stomach here. Yeah, here it is, like, dunk! That one was a little bit better to the side. But this one right here in particular, like, the guy gets his hand way up there.
Oh, yeah. Which I guess is how you're supposed to do it. That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway. Here, I'll just let this play for you, but... Yeah, like, I don't know. The whole thing with, like, hey, let's do the NWO for, like, the umpteenth time is kind of, it's kind of just... It's you're beating a dead horse, essentially. So... Just WCW NWO for the umpteenth time. Yeah, also Kenny made like this promo saying that like I don't think he's had the surgery to get the issue out of him yet or something because it could end his wrestling career. And so therefore, if any blunt force trauma to his abdomen, like right there. Could kill him or something like that. So they're just making like this angle of like Kenny Omega could die at any moment, which is super fucked up. But like that's what they got to do to get people compelled into watching the product, I guess. You know.
It working?
Let's check the
Apparently
ratings.
That segment did quite well. Apparently, I hear this episode wasn't quite as bad as it has been lately.
Oh, AEW's hot new power struggle stops the bleeding in the ratings, is what it says. April 24th at Daly's Place only got 683,000 viewers. This one was 703,000 viewers. So, take that for what it's worth. Let's see. Yeah, they do the EVP trigger, the Omega here. Somebody in the crowd we have sympathy pains for Tony. FTR comes out to help. Yada, yada, yada. And then that's technically where the broadcast ends right there. And then Rampage begins with where they left off. And yeah, I don't know. I was watching. Somebody linked me an old promo of like Steve Austin when he was feuding with Bret Hart, and it was like a quote unquote via satellite sort of thing. Which, if you go back and watch, it's wild how in 1996 there was like no delay when people were communicating via satellite with one another. And then, like, they show...
Really being by satellite?
I assume so. Because he was, like, Austin was in Stamford, Bret Hart was somewhere in Calgary, in Canada.
Oh, I see.
And, they referenced Austin and Pillman.
Backstage?
Well,
Was he actually...
no, he was actually in Stamford, Connecticut, yeah. But, like, they referenced Austin and Pillman and how Austin, like, brutally attacked Pillman, and then they were carting Pillman off into, like, an ambulance. Austin took the ambulance keys and he chucked them across the arena. And I was like, man, how come people don't do that nowadays? That's such a nice little touch.
Because you don't want to hit someone with some keys.
I guess that's true, too. Yeah, here's the conclusion of this. They beat up the FTR bald, and then FTR hair, and then they say some stuff to Omega about how we're trying to change the world, yada yada yada, and they dump him off the gurney there. And then Taz turns into Matt Menard, and he's like, "Oh, I muted it, right?" He's like, "We got children crying back here," and that's when I turned it off. I was like, "All right, I'm done." I tap out. I'm kind of. If I would have seen that chair shot, I would have been upset. The chair shot to the hands there. Anyway, so that's a brief catch up. Anything else? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's good.
We covered most of it, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be back next week. Back in our regular time slot on Saturday. I guess we didn't mention that this is a Friday because of Backlash being on a Saturday in Lyon, France. How do you say that properly?
Lyon, France.
Hey, I got it right. Look at that. Look at me. Special thanks to our Google Translate buddy here. We'll be back next week and tally up the points here. Only 5 matches. Like, comment, subscribe on all the social media channels, wherever you can find us. We'll be back next week. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. Good night.